good morning. My name is Ria. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a senior in college who likes to work on her high fantasy novel on the side, and if you like writing vlogs, please hit subscribe. So today is gonna be a fun vlog. I think it's gonna be a weekend writing vlog because it's Saturday and I realized that this is the first weekend that I've had to myself with nothing to do in a very long time. So I haven't worked on my novel in the last couple of days because they've been really crazy, and I've also been just in sort of a funk lately, and I just didn't want to force myself to write when I knew that I wasn't going to write well. And also I've just been like super swamped with a lot of homework and stuff that piled up last minute, and now I finally feel like I have some time. I have like this goal of reading a book a week, and so far I've only done it for 1 week, so I would like to keep that goal up for 2 weeks. This weekend it's supposed to be very relaxing, kind of a reset, and also just productive in terms of writing. My goal for today is to get a lot of my assignments done so I have less to do tomorrow, and then also get a lot of writing done and get a lot of reading done, and also hopefully make like an apple crisp, because I specifically bought like 1 apple. I don't like apples, but I like bought 1 apple like a couple weeks ago. It's been like sitting in my fridge, so I hope it's okay, but I want to make an apple crisp because it's almost fall weather outside. It's like starting to cool down a little bit. And then the other thing is I wanted to record another video. I think I'm gonna take a quick shower and then just get right into it and just get started on my day. So apparently there's a football game today that I completely forgot about, and there are people tailgating basically in my backyard, and it doesn't look like fall at all, which is very disappointing. Okay, hi, I hope this is not too dark, but am I wearing the same 3 sweaters? Yes, I am, because I love sweaters and I just cannot wait for it to be sweater season again. But anyways, it is currently about 2 o'clock, 1:47. So I also just hit my head on top of like my desk on like one of those shelves, and now it's kind of hurting. I made a to-do list of everything that I wanted to get done this weekend. Probably I just want to like break my writing and throughout the day and try to get as much done as possible. For now, I'm just gonna take notes and then see where it takes me afterward. Okay, hi. It is currently 4 o'clock. I'm just trying to like sort out in my head what to do today and what to do tomorrow so that I don't end up with everything tomorrow. It is starting to look a little gray outside, which means rain, hopefully. It would be amazing if it rained, because I'd be writing and it would be raining, or I'd be reading and it'd be raining, and it would be perfect. I have been in sort of a funk these past few days. I don't know what happened, but like my social battery was just out. But today, like I woke up and I was like, today's gonna be a good day. Like I immediately like could tell, like I feel so much better today. So this weekend I get to myself, which was very much needed, because I haven't gotten a weekend to myself in a while. So this is good. This is what I need. This is just a gentle reminder to be gentle with yourself and just to be patient and let your body and mind work things out for you. Sometimes it's not up to you. Sometimes you just have to wait it out. So that's what I did, and I feel much better today. I'm currently still writing, so I'm using the 8 sequence method. So I'm currently writing sequence 3 still. Ugh, I feel like I've been writing sequence 3 for ages, but I did the math. So for a book that's about 100,000 words, each sequence is about 12,500 words. So that means that sequence 3 for me is going to be probably more than that, because I expect this book to be longer than 100,000 words, because the first book was 130,000 words. So I expect this one to be around the same, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know, but in that ballpark. If you're new, then so the book I'm working on right now is the sequel to the book that I've already written. The current draft is at about 30,000 words, which is pretty good, but I do want to, you know, get as much writing done today as possible. And then the other thing is that I needed to do today is record one of the videos. I think I'm gonna do that after I finish writing. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit hungry right now, so I think I'm gonna get a snack so I can keep going. but right now is finally writing time. Okay, I ended up just heating up some fried breaded ravioli from Trader Joe's. It's amazing. It's very unhealthy, but it's fine. Okay, I just finished the writing session. It was about an hour and a half long, and I ended up writing 1,039 words, which puts the manuscript at 31,820 words. So I think that was pretty good. Usually I can write about 1,000 words an hour, so this is probably not the best that I can do, but it's fine because any progress is good. I feel like writing is not coming to me as easily, and I don't know why. It's not like writer's block or anything. I'm having trouble writing this because I don't really know all of the pieces yet and how it's all gonna work and come together ultimately, but I have to keep reminding myself that it's the first draft. It's fine. If it sucks, it's okay. Like, it's allowed. It's like the only draft that's allowed to completely suck, and no one will judge me for it. And also, it's the only draft that no one will ever read, so it's okay, and that I have to have faith in myself that I can fix this in post. Whenever I'm revising it, I will come up with something for all of these like small problems that keep popping up as I write. So I don't know if this is just me, but sometimes I think about how much revisions are going to go into the story and how little of this draft I'm going to use, because I tend to just rewrite when I do draft 2, so I can like cut parts of draft 1 and put them into draft 2, but I like to just rewrite the whole thing. As I was writing, I was thinking about how much of this is not going to stick, and instead of feeling reassured that whatever I write is crap and it's okay because it's not going to stick, I felt like more stressed out because it's just like there's such a long road of work ahead of me, and it takes so long, and it's so hard to write a novel. And I just like, I knew this before I started it. It's nothing new, but sometimes it just sinks in, like the breadth of the work that is waiting to be done for like a single novel, and I'm writing a series. And that's just crazy to me to think that something can be that complicated and that intricate and take that long. But right now, like, as I'm writing, I can't do it any faster. Like, I want to make a lot of progress on this. Like, if I physically could, I would write like 10,000 words every weekend and like bust out a whole novel. But that's just, like, I don't want to burn myself out, and that's just not possible, and it sucks because I want to see this through to the end. I want this to be finished at some point, and I can't push it any faster than it's going, and I'm like frustrated because I would love to work on this more and devote more time to it and make faster progress on it, but like a novel is literally written one word at a time and no faster than that, and it's just, I don't know. I thought it was just very frustrating to think about that because sometimes you just realize how hard it is, and it's kind of annoying, but you just have to accept it and keep writing. But the moment I've written 1,000 words, it's 5:37, I'm gonna go back and start to take my notes and try to get a little bit more of those done. And then I wanted to record the video before it got too dark outside, so I think I'm gonna do a little bit of the notes, maybe not finish it, but do a little bit, and then record the video and then go back and take some more notes, and then hopefully try to push out another 1,000, maybe 1,500 words later tonight. I would like to get another 2,000 in tonight. I think that would be good. I just want to make as much progress as humanly possible on this weekend. So just gonna take a little bit of break, but then hopefully try to get a lot more done later today. I don't know if you can hear, but the football game has started, and apparently now I live close enough to it that I can hear everything that happens in the game, which is great. I love that for me. But anyway, I was supposed to take my notes, and instead I sat down and outlined the rest of the sequence. And I'm not even joking, there are so many scenes left in just this sequence. This one sequence out of 8 sequences. There are 17 scenes left in the sequence. I love having extra things to cut away than having nothing and like having to pull things out of thin air. So problems I like to have, but this is a massive commitment. Sequence 3 is huge. I don't even know if there's going to be anything left for the rest of the book. I'm just thinking about sequence 4, and the stuff that happens in sequence 4 is even more exciting than the stuff that happens in sequence 3. And I'm getting excited because sequence 3 is exciting. Oh, we made another touchdown. How is that even possible? That fast? Okay, I don't know much about football, but I don't think you can make 2 touchdowns that quickly back to back. I don't know if that's a common thing or not. I don't know. I'm getting off track, but the point is that I outlined sequence 3. I'm thinking about sequence 4 while I was outlining this, and I just realized that each sequence is just like more exciting than the last, and that's how it should be. At least for me, as I'm writing it, it should be more exciting. And then if I read it later and I'm like, oh, this is not that exciting, I can go back and fix that. But I need that momentum to keep myself, motivated to write. Also, I haven't outlined sequence 5 yet, or like I haven't outlined sequence 5, 6, 7, or 8, but I will worry about that when I get there. I have a lot of stuff I still need to figure out, but I think that I'm at a good place. I'm like, this is a good start. But like I said, there are 17 scenes left in sequence 3. I'm gonna do the math. I'm gonna see how much that is because I'm curious. That is 25,500 words. It's a lot, but it's okay. That means that I need to write 25,500 words really, really quickly, because my goal for September is to reach the midpoint of the story. So if I can't finish sequence 3 in September, sequence 4 is like where the end of sequence 4 is the midpoint. So that means I have to finish sequence 3 and 4 in September, which it's starting to not look like that's gonna happen, because this is gonna be massive. This novel's gonna be huge. Okay, hi. I just finished recording the other video that I wanted to record, and I also took a little bit more of the notes that I needed to take. I have about 3 more pages to read through and take notes on. The game is still very obviously going on. They're having a great time, which is great. It'd be cool if I could just like look outside and be like, oh yeah, it's exactly 6:17. That would be really cool. I am probably gonna go back and finish taking the notes on the 3 pages that I have left. And then after that, I think I'm gonna go and make dinner, and after dinner I'm gonna work on editing one of the vlogs. Okay, I just finished my notes. I'm also starving. It's 8 o'clock, it's 8:02. There are a lot of other things that I know I said earlier I wanted to get done, but I just didn't want to rush myself. I'm pretty content with like schoolwork that I got done, which is really just one thing, but it's okay. But I'm starving right now, so I'm just gonna go get dinner. Okay, hi. I just finished dinner. I ended up taking dinner and a bit of a break, but now my apartment is really, really cold. I have no idea why. Winter is not coming. It's here, and it's in my apartment. Anyway, I am super cold, so I'm not gonna make the... Oh my god, hold on, let me put this on correctly. Okay, I'm literally in like a hoodie, wearing socks and a blanket, and I'm still so cold. Currently 9 o'clock. I'm gonna work on a little bit of editing, and then I don't think there's anything else on the list for today. besides writing and then reading. I'm still editing the video, but it's raining outside and that just gives me so much more motivation to get to writing. It stopped being so very cold in my apartment. Now it's just so cold. It is 10:30. I worked on editing this video for 30 more minutes than I wanted to, but it's okay because I got it done. I want to get a little bit more writing done, but I don't know how much that will be because it's 10:30 and I just want to like relax. So but a book is not written by relaxing, so I will do a little bit more. I just don't want to overextend myself. Write for an hour, I think, is a good enough amount of time. Like I said earlier, I wanted to finish this book, and this is how far I am in it. So I do have quite a bit of reading to do. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to get an hour of writing in before I go to bed today. Okay, I lied. I didn't sit down to do writing. I ended up watching another writing vlog, but I didn't watch the whole thing, so give me a little bit of credit. But now for real, I'm gonna sit down and do some writing. Okay, hi. It is 12:30. No, just kidding. It's 12:50. And I just wrote 3,345 words. Actually, no, that's not true either. I wrote 3,345 words today, but right now I just wrote 2,306. I really was just gonna write for 1 hour, but I ended up writing for an extra 50 minutes, which is great. That means I got more words written today, and that's awesome, and that's exactly what I wanted. I also finished 2 out of those like 17 scenes that I have to write, so I'm gonna mark that off. I had a hard time getting into the writing flow originally, which I guess has been my problem lately. I have had a lot of trouble just getting into it and being kind of focused and in like a flow state while writing, but I think it's just because I haven't been writing long enough. I'm gonna try to read for like an hour and then head to bed and do all of this again tomorrow. It is the next morning. I just finished my workout and I just finished drinking my protein smoothie. I'm gonna go take a shower now and then try to squeeze in a quick meditation and then just get right to work because it is 1 o'clock already. It is 2 o'clock now. I am gonna sit here and try to figure out everything that I need to do today. Finish editing the vlog that I was working on yesterday. I am mostly done with it, but I just need to make sure that it looks okay and then upload that. And then I need to edit another one as well. I actually need to edit 2. I think it would be great if I could write like 4,000 words today, because that could be like a 7,000 word weekend. There's a lot more stuff to do today than there was yesterday, but each of the things that I have to do don't take as long as like the one thing that I had to do yesterday. So I'm hoping that I can mark more stuff off of this list. It is 2 o'clock, so I am just gonna get right into it. Also, I have set myself this reminder for every Sunday at 2 o'clock. So this is your friendly reminder to back up your files because it sucks losing all of your work. Okay, I just finished 2 assignments and it's 4:30, which is pretty late, all things considered. I am feeling kind of low energy. I don't know what it is, but I just don't feel like doing anything right now, which is not an option because I have a lot to get done. So I'm going to go make some tea, and then I think I'm gonna do a little bit of writing actually, because another thing that I wanted to do was finish editing that vlog and then get that uploaded, but I still need to create a thumbnail for that. And then I also need to, so there's like this really miscellaneous thing that I have to do, but essentially it's just me reading or like proofreading this book for someone. So I need to just like start that because it's pretty long and I have until like the end of the month, but I just want to like get on top of it. So all of these things combined should like take maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But right now I just want to do a little bit of writing. It has been about 45 minutes. I just finished writing one other scene. It was really short. It was just about 665 words, so relatively short, but I just finished it. I'm not completely happy with it because I'm having a really hard time getting into it. Like, words aren't coming to me. I have to like stop and think like what the word is that I wanted to say, and that breaks my like momentum. So not my most productive writing session, but at least I'm writing. I finished one scene. It is currently 6:19, 6:20. I think I'm gonna keep writing because I feel like I'm having such a hard time creating this momentum. So if I like stop and do something else and take a break, that's just going to mean that when I come back, I am gonna have to create that momentum again, and it's just gonna be so much harder for me to write. So I think I'm just gonna keep going. I'm also having trouble figuring out the order of the scenes to write. I feel like I need like filler scenes here and there, things that like scenes that don't have a lot going on besides like exposition or like world building, but somehow like they don't necessarily like further the plot in an obvious way, but they exist to give the character sort of like a break or like a relief from a constantly churning plot. So I feel like the story needs to breathe a little bit, and so it needs one of those scenes, but every time I come across like a moment where I need one of those scenes, all I've done is have like the protagonist and her best friend just like be walking through the gardens talking, and I feel like that is very boring, and I never have an easy time writing it because it just seems like, what is there to talk about besides stuff that the readers have already read about? I feel like that's mostly because I'm missing a subplot somewhere, and that is something that I will figure out in drafts 2 or like as I'm making revisions. But I think I'm gonna try to do a little bit of brainstorming, trying to figure out what I can write. I need to just like think about this for a bit and then figure out what I want to write. Okay, so I just finished writing another scene. This one wasn't part of the 17 scenes, but like I said, I wanted to include a sort of filler scene, and I think I did it in a way that relates to the plot, but not in a very heavy or active sort of way. It was a very short scene, 700 words, so that means that I have written 1,400 words today. That is great. It is 7:24. I'm finally getting in like the groove and finding that momentum with the story, so I don't want to stop, but I feel like I just need to be smart about this and marathon my way instead of sprinting. So next scene that I'm writing is the scene with the love interest that I was really excited to write. I'm still very excited to write it. If I write that one, that means I will have written 2 scenes from the list of the 17 today, which is great progress. I wrote 2 yesterday, writing 2 today, 2 a day. I could finish this in like a little bit over a week. I can't do math. This is why I write novels and don't do math. Anyway, I'll take a quick break and then be right back.
Only hope is to keep its power from the world. Anyone who seeks out this opal must be stopped.
Okay, I just finished dinner and I'm just finishing up this apple crisp, which tastes really good, but it's not as crispy as I thought it would be. But then again, I made it in the microwave, so of course it's not. It's 8:30. I need to clean the dishes, but then I think I'm just gonna get back into writing and just try to keep writing for as long as I feel like it. Probably try to get done with that scene with the love interest that I was talking about, because I think that will take a pretty decent amount of time to write. But I also did want to upload the vlog today, but I really I am like a one-track mind today. I just want to work on finishing the scene and working on writing. I don't know what came over me, but for the longest time I have like had such a difficult time trying to get into it, just like lose myself in the writing, and I feel like I'm starting to do that now. I just want to keep doing that, so I guess the vlog will just have to go up tomorrow, but that's okay. I'm just going to finish eating this and then do the dishes and then just get back into writing. the love interest, but I just wrote these like 3 lines at the end or like halfway through the scene, and I'm in love. I'm literally in love. It is literally like perfect. So she is like, I can't, it's so good to me, at least. It's just, oh my god. Okay, so she's like falling in love with this love interest, but she doesn't want to accept it, except he like falls asleep on the couch, and she basically covers him with a blanket, and she's like debating. She's like, I shouldn't, but I want to, etc., etc. And then it's like sitting there literally staring at him, watching him sleep, which sounds creepy, but in like a loving sort of way she's doing this. And then she reaches out and brushes his hair away from his forehead. And then the next line is, his hair was softer than she had imagined. It's like she has been dreaming about touching his hair, and she finally touches it. And that one line, I feel like it just says so much, you know? Like, she has been thinking about doing this, and she has known him for months now, and she's been thinking about this and fighting this, and it's just such a simple, wholesome gesture. Wow. I'm really excited about that line. Anyway, I am about halfway through this scene, but I just wanted to give an update. I can't even talk anymore. I'm so affected by this. This is why I love writing. This is what I write for. This excitement, this like, I can't even talk. I can't, like, I'm holding my breath because I'm so excited. I'm really proud of that sentence. And I'm also listening to Cinnamon Girl by Lana Del Rey, and it's just, it's perfect. Everything is perfect in the world right now. This is exactly what I want to be doing, and this is exactly what I want to feel as I'm doing this. Like, I literally wouldn't want to be doing anything else right now except for this. So just me freaking out over my own writing. Alright, I just finished writing this scene, and I added it up, and I think I wrote 3,100 words today, but let me check again. Yeah, so today I wrote 3,185 words, which is pretty good, I think. And this weekend in total I wrote, I think it's 6,601, but there's a scene right before that I don't know if I wrote this weekend or if I wrote it like before this weekend, so I'm not counting it, but because I think I wrote it before this weekend, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure actually that I wrote it before this weekend. But anyway, 6,000 words for one weekend is a pretty good word count to have. And that brings the story to 37,663 words, which I realize aren't all part of the story because some of it is like notes and bullet points that I've made for myself, and it's also like the list of 17 different scenes that I need to write. But I did write another one of those scenes, which is the scene with the love interest, which is done. I'm very excited about that scene. There's a scene before that that I skipped because I was just so excited to write this scene with the love interest. So I think I'm gonna go back and write that scene now. It is 11:15. It was actually exactly 11:11 when I finished writing this scene, so that's a good sign, I guess. write one more scene because I think this is going to be a short one, and see if I can bring that word count up to 7,000 for the weekend, because that would be great. And then I also think that I'm gonna go ahead and make a thumbnail for the vlog. Shouldn't take as long as this one. Absolutely, it 100% won't take as long as this one. So I'm gonna write that, make the thumbnail, and then just go to bed earlier. Just finished writing that scene. It ended up being very short, just about 436 words. Now the manuscript is at 38,094 words. Okay, so I wrote 3,616 words. Today, this weekend, I wrote 7,032 words. Oh my gosh, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted to write this weekend, and I did it. Also, that means that I can mark off another one of the scenes out of those 17, which means that I finished 5, right? Yeah, 5 out of 17, which means I have 12 left. But I say 12, I think it's gonna end up being more because I only wrote these out as I thought of them, but I think as I write, more will come up. I am very, very happy with the way that this turned out. It could not have gone better this weekend. It was exactly what I needed. I think I'm gonna end this vlog here, but I hope you guys enjoyed. This was different than the usual ones. I decided to do a whole weekend because I thought it would be fun, and I had an inkling that this would be a pretty productive weekend, and I'm really glad that it ended up being one. If you are still here and still watching, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you haven't already liked the video, what are you doing? Clearly you've enjoyed this, so please hit the like button. And if you're new, or if you've been subscribed, please subscribe. That really supports the channel. I'm so very excited about this story, and I will definitely be making a ton more of these. So definitely subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day.